What is going on, Helldivers? Today we're talking about the absolute legend, the one, the only John Helldiver. The man, the myth, the walking embodiment of democracy. You've heard the stories, you've seen the vids, but today we're deep diving into his legacy. From humble beginnings to becoming a living nightmare for Super Earth's enemies. I'm sure that amongst the ranks, you've swapped stories and whispers of John Helldiver. This legend is credited with killing 2 Bile Titans with 1 grenade before the grenade exploded. It's also said in an after-action report that John Helldiver caught rockets fired at him by a rocket devastator and returned them to sender, marked with the Democracy Approved stamp. Of course. It's even been rumored that John Helldiver is the first to receive the shovel melee weapon and has already requisitioned the bipod for it. Now, our hero wasn't always a battlefield legend. He allegedly started as just a kid. Born as on Liberty Day, October 26th, somewhere on Super Earth. His childhood, reportedly normal. But even as a small child, he was fascinated by stories of the Galactic War and the legendary Helldivers. He spent hours consuming every holo vid he could find, dreaming of one day dropping into combat to kick ass and deliver democracy to enemies who didn't even know they needed it. Here's where things get interesting. Young had a dream. He wanted to be an Eagle pilot. He was a star in his Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps, outperforming even seasoned pilots. He even made it to the Super Earth University of Technology, where he developed new tactics for integrating Eagle pilots and Super Earth Army forces. But he failed an eye exam from the 3rd grade and was rejected from the Eagle pilots. Talk about a plot twist, but this legend didn't give up. And this is where the story takes a wild turn. Allegedly, talents didn't go unnoticed. General Brash, yes, the 8-star general, took an interest in him. They bonded over their shared love for, of all things, pygmy hippos. That's right, pygmy hippos, the real diplomatic glue of Super Earth. Under Brash's mentorship, became John Helldiver, passing Helldiver training with flying colors. The secret operations he took part in, we'll probably never know all the details, but we do know that wherever he went, victory followed. Now, fast forward to February 8th. John helped plan Operation Valiant Enclosure, pushing the Terminids to the barrier planets in preparation for the TCS. But he wasn't there to see it through, because he was busy with Operation gathering the first confirmed footage of the automatons.
Command. This is John Helldiver. I have eyes on target. Over.
This was huge. Thanks to him, the Ministry of Truth could prepare the citizens of Super Earth for the next big threat. After a series of successful ops, John returned to find morale at an all-time low. The Ubanya Gambit had failed, and the fighting at Malevelon Creek had taken its toll. So what does John do? He charges straight through no man's land, rallying the troops into a final push that sends the automatons running. From there, John Helldiver became a whirlwind, bouncing between Terminid and automaton foes, leading operations that would have seemed otherwise impossible without him. But then, John Helldiver disappeared. After 30 days, he was officially listed as missing in action. The whole galaxy wanted to know, where was their hero? When asked his whereabouts, now 10-star General Brash simply smiled and said, John Helldiver is still out there, and you'll know where he's been. And then, on October 15th, the Ministry of Truth dropped this bombshell. John Helldiver had single-handedly sabotaged the automaton Hulk Bruiser production facilities. He escaped, of course, like the badass he is. Still wanted by the automatons, John Helldiver operates as a soldier of democracy. So if you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find him, maybe you can enlist John Helldiver. That's the legend of John Helldiver, folks. If you like this dive into Helldiver lore, hit that like button, share with your fellow Helldivers, and don't forget to subscribe for more epic tales from the front lines. Until next time, for democracy.
You